Hello everyone, welcome back again to Spiritual Growth Tarot and Astrology. I'm Denise, and we're going to look into his rumpiness, X45, Mr. Flump, again. So anyway, this will be his weekly reading for this last week in March up through to April Fool's Day. Wonder how he's feeling. God. Anyway. Let me swap out cameras and get this going for you. Hold on. Okay, so as usual, I'm using the Visions of Life Tarot by Taroko Studio. And so just for a general reading to start out, because I do want to use a Kipper after, and I'll go as quickly as I can, but I'm feeling we need a general overview. So there's just so many cases going on. And then based on these cards, I'll figure out what to read, what to drill down on with the Kipper. But, you know, I mean, we've got Trump media that's being investigated in regards to money laundering with Russia. Of course, we have Jack Smith coming after him. And of course, we have Alvin Bragg's case that has been put off till next week. Maybe. It might come through next week. Well, there's our forces in motion. So he's moving forward. So this is what Trump would be experiencing. Actually, let me put it back in. That doesn't feel right. Yeah, he's going to just keep going. But let's see. I want to know what's, rather than what he's experiencing this week and might happen this week, well, let's get an overview of how he's going to be affected as to all of these different cases. I mean, we've got falsifying business records, tax fraud, all of that. Excuse me. Okay, I feel like drawing from a fan today rather than trying to get them to line up. Forces in motion, greatest challenges. Let's see, and then okay. And of course, I'll take the 2 off the bottom. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, he can't eat paper anymore, but that's an interesting little combo to have at the bottom. So relationships are a major challenge for him. Hold on, I need to get some water. Oh, that's better. Okay, so yeah, this is really trippy here. Okay, let's keep going. Right. Okay, so Putin's puppet. He's going to be looking for his freedom. Judgment's coming about the way he's made money. And then, of course, he's going to be just continually going for the cupcakes and the ice cream and all of that. But this is also the actions that he's taken in the past. Wow. And then wisdom, you know, it's with it being our King of Cups card, it leaves me feeling like it needs to be read in the reversed position, which has to do with a lot of manipulation, a lot of emotional manipulation. So I feel like these cards here are him going out to rallies to get people to listen to anything he wants to say. but he's, he's hitting the trail, because this is normally a card of travel, even though she's on a stationary bike and going towards that cupcake. But this is him on the trail manipulating. Yeah. Okay. So quickly, without sticking with this reading for too long, he's doing everything he can. And the Page of Wands is another card of orators, people that go and speak. But it's not very developed, and his speeches never have been very developed. We might as well be listening to Mussolini, Mango Mussolini, right? Interesting. So anyway, he's doing anything he can. He's lost his mind to go after the money. That's basically the way I read that card. He's lost his damn mind. I think we get this card for him a lot, and I think this one was here last week. It's our Lover's card, and he has people split up and divisive. I mean, he has been the great divider. That's for darn sure. At the bottom of the deck, there's information that's going to be coming out and passed along that will contribute to, I think, the way to read this one is that it will contribute to the book being thrown at him. He can't eat the paper anymore. And on one level, he is going to have to conform to the government, right? And on another level, of course, this is him as Putin's puppet, just like Hillary tagged him way in the beginning. And, yeah. I think this is the government coming down on him. And I think he's concerned about his next steps and freedom. Like, how do you get freedom when you're having to conform to the Constitution? And then we have, of course, like I said, judgment. Who's listening to what he says, and who's listening to the government and all of these cases coming down on him. Of course, it has to do with how he's manipulated reality, how he's been, I would read this as the King of Pentacles reversed, which has everything to do with being, controlling and corrupt and just always doing everything he can in order to bring in the things that he wants. Just look at all those things that are spinning here, all those tentacles that he's always just grabbing for, building the buildings, sitting in that throne. He's got to have his castle, eats whatever he wants. He's got, look at all those images there. These are awful. And that's where he's gone. Now, another way to read these two cards would be judgments coming down on him as to the way he has made his money. And this would be the falsifying business records, right? This would be all the Trump org. This would be Alvin Bragg's case against him, which is, it's couched under Stormy Daniels, but that's not all of it. Because really it's about the fact that he has he's basically tried to use Michael Cohen's fees for lawyer's expenses, attorney fees, and it's not legal. You can't do that when you're paying off a porn star, right? And I feel on another level, again, like I said, this is him going out, hitting the trail, and trying to act like he knows everything, but he's really just trying to manipulate the masses with his words, because that's what he's always done. But look what's coming down, right? Look what's coming down here. He's going to be thrown out of the nest in some new way. Maybe this is, Melania, maybe. But maybe this is another, because this card, this is our Fool card, and it's ruled by Uranus. And he has Sun conjunct Uranus in his natal chart. And by the time Monday rolls around, the moon will be right on his Sun-Uranus North Node stellium. that could be quite shocking, because Uranus can bring in reversals of wealth. It can bring through, something shocking that you didn't see coming. But I think he would see this coming, and he's always been afraid of getting hit with a tomato. He's said that many times. And look at this big, here's what he's harvesting. One level is like the farmer that has so many tomatoes doesn't know what to do with. Well, that's how they made tomato sauce, I suppose, back in the day. But for political purposes, the Seven of Pentacles for me is our card of what we've invested in, what we've been, working hard for. And in his situation, I feel like this is his impatience and his lack of planning and his mismanagement of resources, which also goes with the wealth card here, King of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. And he's about to be hit and is smacked upside the head. Okay, I'm going to use the Kipper now to check into all things legal, and I'm not going to do the whole 21 cards. I just want to check into. I'm more concerned. The Alvin Bragg case, yeah, it's there, but it's not the big one, right? I want to check into Jack Smith's case. I want to see what's coming down on Trump from Jack Smith, especially after interviewing Evan Corcoran, right? So Trump lied to Corcoran, Trump's attorney Corcoran, and I think it was, if I remember right, it was Claire McCaskill that first said, MAGA now stands for Make Attorneys Get Attorneys. So Evan Corcoran has been Trump's attorney, and he's had to get an attorney to represent him in D.C. to go before. Because he got a grand jury subpoena. So, and then there was that Christina Bobb, so she might come through too. Both of those attorneys that have had to get their own attorneys to go before and talk to the DOJ. And these attorneys, I think were already, yeah, that's the deal. They were already interviewed. They were already interviewed by the DOJ before, they went. The reason that Mar-a-Lago was actually searched, had that legal search and seizure of the classified docs, is because Trump wasn't complying, but those two attorneys went into the DOJ and had to actually comply with those subpoenas. I just heard 12 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And of course, we can always look at, Jack Smith is on the bottom. Okay. All right. I don't know if this is going to fit, how well it'll fit in frame, but let's see. So obviously it would be 6 cards up here. Okay. Here's Trump. Yeah, it's a documents case, right? The gift that keeps on giving, I suppose, on one level. Okay, so what we have going on here, I'm not going to be able to knight and do everything the same way, but that's okay. I'm going to do more mirroring end to end. So Trump's here. All these cards are weighing down on him. There's a wealth of information about money laundering, the Russian crime, money laundering type of thing, going on. And Trump's looking forward to a big old, ruh-roh. He's not going to like that. And all of this is sneaking up behind his back. These cards are weighing down on him. I would say that this is Corcoran. This is Evan Corcoran, who had to go into, I'm just going to read on this card on the image of, had to go into the, some Washington, D.C. court back here and give his information as to how the documents were moved from the White House and into Mar-a-Lago, and how he, working for Trump, how this has been developing for a very long time. And then so Evan Corcoran knows about the teamwork as to the documents case. Wow. Okay, so I don't know if this guy is going to plead the fifth or not, but I think by looking at these cards, I would say he did not plead the fifth. He's not allowed to. He wasn't allowed to exert, or whatever. What would be the word? Assert, I guess, is better. Client, attorney-client privilege, because he doesn't have that anymore. So this guy, I think, gave the goods. So this is him visiting. Going because he did get the subpoena. If I mirror these cards together, besides Trump getting a subpoena, this would be Evan Corcoran getting a subpoena and complying and giving what he needed. And we should know, it might not take very long. I mean, this card is my card for 3 to 5 months. But it could be sooner than that we'll know something. And of course, this is Evan Corcoran, the documents case, and also there's something else in there about money laundering, that whole crime community, and that's hanging over Trump as well. I really think Jack Smith is going to nail him. Okay, so the cards on the bottom. So, like I said, Jack Smith, and this might be maybe even Christina Bobb, although I think she might be younger. So maybe I'm wrong about that. Now, this card is, if it's not a person, and it does not have to be when you're reading Kipper, it's our card of someone who holds confidence, for you, and it's our card of things that grow and are nurtured. And remember, we did have that in the Tarot deck. We did have that growth card down here. So this could be just the growth of support that Jack Smith needs. And then here we are with the Thievery card. And this would be Trump, who has stolen the documents. And here's the courthouse card, which brings in, of course, the delivery of the charges, the grand jury trial. This could take some time, or it could come down more quickly. And then we have Trump in his, can't really think of anything else, even though he's going to go out and say stupid stuff. He's using it to grift. He's already raked in $1.5 million just for the, oh, wait, hold on. I have tons of room. I'm sorry. He's already grifted $1.5 million just because of Alvin Bragg's, because he, remember when he announced that Tuesday, and the court doesn't even meet on Tuesdays. It meets Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But you know, he just did this like false flag kind of a thing and acted like it was going to be a big deal and got it. He raked in some cash. And here we have Melania again. And I think he's just worried about Melania leaving him. I think that's why she keeps coming through. So anyway, that's it. Well, actually, hold on. It's not. I keep doing things like that, saying it's it, and it's not. Because throwing in this extra line here that I didn't know I could fit, now I can do some extra knighting. I still should have done one more row. And we would have been able to go from the middle out, but it's okay. The courthouse knighting to Corcoran, and Corcoran in the courthouse knighting to, so this is Jack Smith and his work and the grand jury trial. Corcoran comes in, gives him everything he needs. I don't think he's pled the fifth. And then with the thievery card coming in here, knighting to the message of concern, and Trump's headed in that direction. This is him getting caught for stealing. And this could even be, these two cards up here could even be on a, I didn't think of it before, but on a different level. These two could be speaking to Trump trying to make money off of some of those stolen documents. And the stolen documents knight up here to where Trump took them, back to Mar-a-Lago when he moved out. And that this has been developing for a very, very long time. This card can sometimes be about 2 years. And the work to try and get those documents back has been taking all this time. And, the thievery that had developed quite a long time ago. And those that supported Trump, the teamwork, those guys are going to go down too. There's going to be people implicated. Then again, they might not have known what they were packing up, but they certainly would flip, I would think. We have our flippage card here. And if I did read the four corners, we have Trump very worried. Jack Smith is right there. Jack Smith has, this could be the grand jury. This could be all the people on the grand jury supporting Jack Smith. And then this would be Evan Corcoran and any other supportive person for Trump who is now given the gift of flipping on him, giving up the goods. Yeah. So, bottom line, Jack Smith has a lot of support. And he's been working on this for quite some time. And the whole DOJ, this could even be the DOJ here that's been investigating all the money laundering. Because you can imagine that Jack Smith came into quite a bit of work that had been done. And the reason we've had to be so patient, see, we've been tortured for 5 years with Trump because, actually more than that, but nothing happened to move towards justice because of Bill Barr. So it took until Merrick Garland got in there before things could even begin to develop. And now it's huge, it's vast. And Jack Smith is an expert on international crime. So he's bringing all that in. Let's see, anything else tonight here? Yeah, secret documents, classified documents that Trump stole from the White House where he used to work, but not really. He just ran his business there, that's all he did. God, what we've been through. Okay. I'm going to get this uploaded and send you big hugs. Take good care, you guys. Bye.